Next on the agenda... I can fix this! We're way behind schedule. Allow me!
Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Eye for an eye.
Useless. Access denied. Useless. No touching.
Thank you for Add Astra.
rises. Lament! Here! Worthless!
Hold the line.
Barbados, guide us.
Squall and Fury, know your place! Behold! Cry louder! Evil conquering! Worthless! Worthless! Useless! Here!
Wind, hear me.
The wind rises. Bow your head! Disappear! Here! Here! Useless! Wretched vermin!
Too late for regret. Repeats it.
Shudder! Blood of frost! I condemn you!
Access denied. All hail. Dare to mess with me? Gears of the storm. Born of ice and frost. Well,
Crush!
access denied. Too late for a wretched dastard. Have fun with his gift.
Freeze to the core! Eye for an eye! More speed.
Born of ice and frost.
Time to go to work.
Blaze over.
Hey!
We'll see.
Get moving!
Truth repeats its course. I'm getting
Rack and
sick of
ruin.
this here. Access denied. Born of ice and frost.
No.
Access denied. All hail. Too late for regrets. Years of the storm.
Blood of frost! I condemn you!
Get moving!
Truth repeats its course.
Beg for mercy.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right here.
This is long overdue.
Judgment is upon us. Their penance is due. You stand condemned. Their penance is due.
Born of ice and frost.
Let me read you a verse. Right now. Right here. I'm always watching. Right now. Right here.
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Guilty.
Access denied. Blaze over.
Right now. Right here. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right now. Right here. Huh? Huh. Witness the power of Gua.
Surrender. Judgment is upon us. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
Born of ice and frost. No touching. For Rex Lapis.
Right now. Emerge. A sight to behold. Right here. No, my sword. Let me read you a verse.
Futile. Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. Your penance is due.
All hail.
Right now. I'm always watching.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
I let my guard down. Let me read you a verse.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Rest, rebuild.
Let the mighty be humble. Silence. Justice is blind. Bow your head.
No, my sword. Ring cutter.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Hold the line.
Be sanctified. Silence. Bow your head.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
rest and rebuild.
The tides beckon. Settle down.
Ring cutter.
You're mine. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Hold the line.
Silence. Be sanctified.
Access denied. Blaze over. Hold that post. Hard hitting exclusive. Shudder. Vengeance will be mine. Say cheese. Shoot. No touching. This is long overdue. Flood of frost.
Now, have a safe trip. A moment, please.
Born of ice and frost. All hail. Smile. Hard hitting exclusive. Vengeance will be mine.
Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Not bad.
Crush. No touching. I can fix this. Didn't see that for Rex Lapis. Hold that pose. Breaking news. be mine.
Let me read you a verse.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Rest and read it. Time to shine. Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive!
Lucky day. Light blade.
How dare!
Boom.
Witness the power of the wild rain outline. Let my name echo in song. Hold the line.
Light blade. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Their coming was foretold. Eternal as a sapphire!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse.
Radiance with me!
Rest and rebuild. The show's only just begun.
Eternal as a sapphire!
You can run, but you can't hide.
Outsider!
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power. Let my name echo in song. May I
Your coming was foretold.
Brace yourself. This is
Dance
gonna
with
hurt.
me! Be a good audience, won't you?
know my sword. Ring cutter. Let the world come alive.
Максимально.
The doctor was stealing.
Taking a turn for the better.
This way, journalism. Grow, grow, grow. Sharing my knowledge.
No touching.
For Rex Lapis. Blood of Frost. Access denied. Everyone hold hands.
Seems like an emergency.
Shudder.
No touching.
Hey. Yeah, yeah. Ha. Blaze over. Everyone hold hands. Yeah. The Temple of Wisdom. Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. I condemn you! Yeah. Huh? Committed to memory. Access denied. Crush! Yeah! Next on the agenda, no touching. Hey!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Shudder!
Remember, health comes first.
For Rex Lapis! Grow, grow, grow! Committed to memory. Share my knowledge. Crush! Flood of frost! Eye for an eye! Access denied. This might hurt a little.
Seems like an emergency.
Shudder!
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Witness the power of...
Let's get this show on the road!
This is where you fall. Laid bare.
Everybody stand back! Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Here comes the finale. And voila! Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
I'm going in! Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Step right up. A round of applause. Transfixed. This is where you fall. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Everybody stand back!
And voila! Here comes the finale.
Huh? Huh. Rain cutter.
This is where you fall. Transfixed. A round of applause. Now
Let's light it up! Teamwork is...
witness my rise.
for mercy. Vengeance will be mine. I condemn you. Blaze over. Access denied.
Drop your weapons!
Shudder.
You asked for it!
Here's backup!
Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Rack and ruin.
Stop right there!
Don't get too close!
Eye for an eye.
Hands where I can see them!
Support fire!
No touching. We're way behind.
For Rex Lapis.
Shudder. I condemn you. Flood of frost.
It's time for a flash freeze.
Rack and ruin.
Check this out!
Drop your weapons!
Born of ice and frost.
Frost.
I condemn you.
You asked for it!
Here's backup! Don't get too close!
No touching. All hail.
Stop right there! Ha! Ha!
Crush. Freeze to the core. Eye for an eye.
Check this out!
Hands where I can see them!
Access denied. Rack and ruin.
I got you covered!
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Everyone on me! Advance!
Proper send-off from the Spina with love. Ah! Watch out! Ha-ha! Leave it all to me.
Fall in! Press the advantage!
Attack! That's the
sacrifice is ready.
Steady as
Fall in!
Hey there! Fire! Well, with rocks.
Your journey ends here.
No, my sword! Rain outlines your face. Witness, no touching! Blaze over! Shudder! Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye. Huh?
It's showtime! Bam! Yeah! Tja! Tja!
No, my sword! Ring cutter! Shudder! Access denied!
for Rex Lapis.
Let's roll! Ah!
Born of ice and frost.
Crush!
Bam!
Rain outlines your face. No, my sword! Let me weave you a... Beg for mercy. No touching!
Oh, coming through! Let's roll! Ha! Ha! Cha! Ha! 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 Yeah! Ha! Bam! Ha!
Born of ice and frost.
Rack and ruin! Witness the power of Google. Freeze to the core. Eye for an eye. Ha! More speed.
This is long overdue.
Crush! Rain outlines your fate. Ring cutter.
Who wants some of this? Let's roll! Cha! Yeah! Ha! Kya! Ha! Bam! Ha! Ha! Yeah!
Shudder! Flood of frost! I condemn you! Huh? No, my sword!
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zerus is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zerus Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zerus Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale... If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into... The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zerus Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but...
Art. Dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you...
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances.
Understood. I will inform him.
The Sub-Zerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance.
Nilou, it's all right.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zerus so much. And I know how important this
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about it would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zerus Festival at this...
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next...
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a prom...
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. Still, I'd be lying if I...
A lot happened today. Nilou and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zerus Festival a success. But Dunyarzad is running out of... Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase.
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because we should go meet Dunyarzad. Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Traveler? Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haft Mewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sub-Zerus Festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendroarchon.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and... But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to lesser...
Yes, Knight Varys! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus Festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Knight of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, how interesting!
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Ugh, why do those flavors even exist? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat...
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha-ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck. Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you go- A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt some... So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but...
Charcoal baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that... Oh, Paimon understands what you're... That thing? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How... Hey, Dinnersot is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinnersot.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but...
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness!
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but...
Whew. That's a big relief. But...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you. And Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees that...
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about...
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you. When we return, have the scribe...
Understood.
The Sub-Zero's festival.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... Well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
the next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Did Dunyarzad own... So, in the end, you still could... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor the variances in the data.
Why does Paimon feel so tired? Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy. Oh, are you interested in... It's not that simple. Each box contains a random... And there's also lizard tech... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon's not... What? He would...
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been... Mind reading? X-ray vision?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, what's going on? Did you see something?
Доброй ночи, спасибо.
Let's move out.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here? traveler. That's...
Нет, час назад только начал.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Не особо. Было время, когда стримил на другом аккаунте, и то там такое было. А сейчас просто решил поиграть в те игры, которые давно играл. И вот постримить, может, кому-то и заинтересует.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy. What the? This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. Let Paimon think. What about everyone else? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, it was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the Sims. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival. If we can break out of this samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feel. What's happening right now My mind feels exhausted. The Grand Sage said, "Ghost." We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival That should be it. The moon illusion. What's happening right now? My mind feels. We've already experienced. That doesn't sound right. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru.
Если игра громкая, я могу потише сделать. Просто я молчу большее время. Я только на вопросы отвечаю. Если игра очень громкая, то сделаю потише.
The Grand Sage said, "Ghost." My mind
A time loop. You've given still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating. A simple time loop can't explain some of the
Ну, не
phenomena.
замечал особо то, что так далее. Голос у Итера.
Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Может, сначала, да, будет казаться, а так, вот когда у тебя оба персонажа, то Тарталька как-то эмоционально, типа, разговаривает. Типа, у него голос находчивый, а Итер как бревно. Уху.
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, and to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so Paimon's memories say that we've...
Keep your eyes wide open. There's still a long road ahead. Is this an answer from this world? A reward on the road. I'll keep this close. All right, now we're talking. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now I just need to get my hands
Да,
on
я
the
говорю,
rest.
типа, кажется, так находчивый звук, то что радостный. А у Итер безэмоциональная рыбка. Как бы взять побегать?
I am the man! Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest.
To put it another...
What kind of philosophical nonsense? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else.
He actually has a point. Is this a true? It's so weird your... Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it!
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help you?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought what you just said. Are you
I knew you weren't.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere... The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears...
So that's how it is. Looks like we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense... at this time...
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a...
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, traveler. You came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting...
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kid...
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
The moon illusions. My mind feels exhausted. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And people in Sumeru...
Tell her, traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known.
All right, so this...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword.
Игра диалогов. Не раз уже доказывает то, что одни диалоги.
Can't catch me.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad.
The real Dunyarzad? Where?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Понятно.
Wow. perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here,
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma.
I can sense her aura. They're all...
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating its... So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero...
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like...
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned.
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate,
Пытаюсь
as it
выбивать,
is the
пока не падает.
manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for, but...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. People in Sumeru don't dream. My mind feels exhausted. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also...
What's the point of doing something?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in this hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest genius...
An excellent deduction. And the analogy
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a
How does everyone feel?
Давай, удачи тебе. Хорошего, так сказать, ночи. И удачи выпивать странненько, если будет реран.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely... We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate...
But we cannot lose all the...
В половине. Ну, надеюсь... Мне тоже выпадет. Но пока что Арлекина хочу выбить с пушкой. Но, чтобы выбить, мне нужно закрывать контент.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least Oh, Paimon doesn't get it.
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being...
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida... The moon? Wasn't that the...
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the...
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already...
You're saying that although you don't remember using it?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget...
Привет.
It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not... Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just... Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep.
Hey! What kind of an...
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by... It's even possible that this entire...
Okay, no more!
That's why he makes... Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush... Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk.
It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the
Continue the harvest, compared to what we stand to achieve.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that...
Paimon's at the Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together, you...
Paimon's flattered and everything, but...
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, in other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right!
So...
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power... We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many... The moon, illusion... If all our memories of a day are erased at the...
Oh, then the beep we hear every night. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's...
a brilliant...
Nahida, tell us if we're...
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its...
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again?
Right! She did help us find our leader.
Мне нужно вот это все закрывать. Хотя бы просто чуть-чуть позакрывать. И думаю, я смогу спокойно убить Арлекина, там по хоку ей. Но сюжет просто бомбический. Давай, хорошо. Спасибо.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't...
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used to your new grades.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and...
What? Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take...
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's all...
Yes, your memory's being erased.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think...
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and it's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please...
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
underestimate the beetle. They can be some of the toughest little guys around. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Want to know what's on this beetle's diet? Sweat and tears, that's what! That's how it gets stronger! I think we can all learn something from that. Arataki numero uno ito, here in the flesh. Ha ha! Best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square. That's right.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden trick.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style. And even the same swordsman can't make the same.
Is it really impossible? What if
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former had. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also... But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten...
Can't catch me.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you...
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same...
leaving the city. As far...
We did? But we don't remember anything.
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time,
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be...
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will feel... It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Porto.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced the lockdown. Let's go and question... Hello, sir. What can...
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't... This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry! Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... What if... Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... We've always been together. Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible, and please... Memories! Traveler! wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will...
Okay. Paimon. I see. Using
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an No way!
What's your perspective, traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of that? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last...
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big out, but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message?
But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay.
Yep!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just...
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's stat.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative. Let's go then. Let's expose those... All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened. Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference.
Okay. Now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the... But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by... And now, even the final... Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have...
My impression is that each day in this samsara, all the bizarre spaces I... Was that space actually the real...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materialized. Paimon's head is spinning!
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, so no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey! Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Can't catch me! Can't catch me!
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay, first off,
People in Sumeru. The moon. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside. We've already Okay, those spaces remind... That doesn't sound right. We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their hope. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big...
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the... And it grants knowledge to the people. It compiles the wisdom of the... The Akasha relies on the... It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's...
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, The complete opposite. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish. The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. Those dreamscapes kept... We've already experienced... My mind the Grand Sage...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's. While no one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is...
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is...
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our
Alright, last question.
Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting... Now that I think about... They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. That doesn't sound...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, those can wait until we're back. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally... Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Your notion of reality and dream... That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dreamer... Secondly, you're probably wondering why people... That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element. Meanwhile, everyone else has no... Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara...
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous.
In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time?
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers... Hey! What's wrong, Nahida?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not the real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad...
But personality-wise, she's nothing.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which, the old
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was you who...
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way up. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my...
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
I'm not beating myself up.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are...
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end this...
Great, but...
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans... That means this dream belongs to...
Huh? So...
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must... Which means, with the power of...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what... Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally... However, if you're the dream's host, and you become aware that you're... The dream will respond... But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will...
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find them, how are we After all, like you said...
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But yeah, saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably... So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Fair. Let's go ask...
you're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down. She just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be fairest knight of flowers is...
So, you have a crush?
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need...
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad...
My lady.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The Homiyanis pay me, not you. You... fine, all right. Knock yourself... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
That's close enough.
New hunting. Shouldn't let your guard down. Who's next?
Let's roll! Need. Following orders. Take my leave. Yeah!
Let's bring it on.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Didn't you? Oh, and remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue. This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but... Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this, even though she was also busy preparing. She must have wanted to give this to us if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we can't... Hey! Where are you?
catch me.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of subs.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now... what? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to... The Grand Sage has already granted you...
Oh. Traveler? You don't have...
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan... So they're just...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisar.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the one...
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after...
Yeah. What's going... huh? You guys are acting... Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that... How should we make...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, as far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he...
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us this...
Yep. But in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage. as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the Dendro." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever?
Yes. But his faith and
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep. Paimon's head feels soup. Paimon thinks it was... The Sub-Zero... Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot? Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's...
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing. I just had a dream.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Can't catch me. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. Useless. Useless. Oh, coming through! Attaboy! Hello, free money. Goodbye, working for a living. Useless.
reduced to just... standing around. How absurd.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's...
After we parted among the countless once juniors, such a small fragment of consciousness can't, where both will I used all the
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment...
Huh?
Both are fine.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? Got it. I hope my answers were... to be honest... Oh, and you go and get some... Literally...
Traveler?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a...
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last... Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and...
Вторая часть Сумеру. Буду очень благодарен за лайки, подписки. Ну, так как сейчас уже ночь по моему времени, так что всем спасибо, приятных снов и приятного просмотра те, кто будет смотреть эту запись. Не болейте, счастья, здоровья, хорошего вам дня, вечера.